Welcome to the Stoic Thunder podcast, taking an ancient philosophy for a 21st century test drive. Learning on the way. In 2001, an episode of Angel, Joss Whedon's Buffy spin-off, aired, and it had a distinct difference to its story this time. Angel was informed that yet again the world would end, and yet again he was called on to prevent it. But it wasn't demons, vampires, or some ancient prophecy coming to fruition. But this time, a human would be responsible. A young scientist who just happened to be very much in love. Upon learning that his girlfriend was planning on breaking up with him, he planned on using a device he had been working on that could manipulate space and time to such a degree that it would render the entire universe in a state of perpetual motionless limbo. In his desperation, he made a decision to halt existence so that he could stay potentially forever in a singular moment. They managed to stop him just in, time, and one of the supporting characters, a gifted vocalist demon from another dimension, gave a fitting analogy. The actual speech was funnier than I could convey, but the gist was this: that life is like music. How boring and repetitive would it be if life only had one note continuously, no change at all? One note in perpetuity. How life is so much richer and more colourful as a symphony with lulls and peaks. This appeases the young man, who is rather surprised as to the lengths he was potentially willing to go. I can think of 1,000 moments that I wanted to freeze, to remain in. They almost felt like sustenance, and others I could quite gladly fast forward through or even erase. Of course, this analogy doesn't speak to the pain or conversely the pleasures that can come from these highs and lows, but by remaining on an even path, you take away the potential for either to occur. It's taken a few things recently to make me question my need for comfort. Losing my job like a lot of people have since COVID hit, one that I had been in for many years, and also just in my routines and habits. Potentially looking for a new career, attempting to bring structure back into my life, I mistook comfort for pleasure, something I needed and that I gained from. But really I needed to step out, be pushed to see what I was capable of and everything that entails. The positives and the negatives, the potential successes and failures. Perceptions and assumptions will be the basis for a lot of upcoming episodes, but for now, this is where Stoicism can really help. Life will happen even if you're standing still. To ready yourself for this eventuality is one of the most important and useful things you will ever do. And if you are faced with a difficult path, potentially, then it makes sense to arm yourself with the right tools. There are many Stoic quotes regarding endurance and apathy. Not one, I found, presumes an easy path, but they don't attempt to predict the future either. So today we have two. While we wait for life, life happens, from Seneca. It is not death a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius. Thank you for listening today. I'll see you soon with another episode.